Good morning, guys. Welcome back to those who I've already spoken to today, and also hello to any new faces, etc. In this class, we're going to do a vote again, yeah? Because in the previous session, we were reading about an article talking about rich, powerful people in our countries hiding money, hiding their wealth in offshore bank accounts, yeah? So trying to avoid tax. So maybe we'll discuss this a little bit, because there are some examples of some presidents from our countries, from maybe your countries, who have done this, and some powerful people. So maybe we can talk about this, but it depends on who comes. In the meantime, we've got Dimitri.
Hello.
Good to speak with you, Dimitri.
Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to speak with you. I think this is the first time we've spoken. Is that true?
No. I'm Russian, but I've been learning English for 4 years by myself. So I think my English is not so bad, maybe.
No, it sounds good. But is it the first time we've spoken? Yeah? Or have we spoken before?
Oh yeah, no, we haven't.
We haven't. Okay, so good. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you too.
Cool. And which part of Russia are you from?
I'm from Nizhny Novgorod. It's about 400 kilometers away from Moscow, the capital one. Actually, it's European part of Russia.
In fact, I think I've heard of this place. Yeah, so it's quite cool. Andrew is also from Russia. How are you today, Andrew?
Hey, Martin. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. How are things going with your studies and stuff?
It's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. Easy for you, yeah? Because it's English, yeah? So easy for you.
Sometimes, yeah. From time to time, it's easy, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And we have Vincenzo back. Implicated, yeah? So Farhad wrote implicated. It comes from to imply something. Farhad, join in and we'll explain this, okay? To imply something, it means suggest something. To imply something is to suggest something. Okay, Vincenzo, can you hear us?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
you have a
so how
document?
you? Did you have a good pee break? Did you have a good toilet break, Vincenzo?
What do you mean?
Because there was no time to do anything else but to go to the toilet. Yeah. So did you have a good toilet break? A small break, a small break in between, because we spoke in the last session. Don't worry so much.
Okay.
Don't worry. Okay, toilet break is like a small break. Yeah, a small break. We call it a toilet break or a pee break, as maybe I would say. So a pee break. Okay, so not a tea break. But anyway, okay. So Raphael, how are you?
I'm fine, I'm still fine. And you, Martin?
Did you have a good tea break?
Yes.
It was satisfactory, yeah? It was okay. Okay, good to speak with you again, Raphael.
Okay.
Servut,
Hello.
how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Cool, not too bad, not too bad. We spoke a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've spoken several times, I think, yeah? So I remember this.
Yeah, I think more than a few.
By the way, I've got to ask, on your profile picture you say Turkish classes, yeah? So do you teach Turkish?
Yeah, but not professionally, just we are helping each other. We have a Facebook group. I teach Turkish, somebody else teach me Russian, somebody else teach me Spanish, so we exchange our languages.
Okay, so those who are interested, Servut is offering a language exchange, yeah? So if you're going on holiday to Turkey, why not, yeah? So cool. Mehmood,
Hi,
how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Cool, not too bad, not too bad. We've spoken before as well, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
I recognize your voice and stuff. Okay, good to speak with you again. And Kara,
Hello, Martin.
how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good.
Cool. Again, a familiar face. And we have Farhad, who's the most familiar face, yeah? Everyone knows Farhad.
Yeah.
Farhad, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, teacher. What about you?
Good, thanks. Yeah, not too bad. I'll answer your question in a minute, okay? About implicated, okay? I'll just introduce everyone first, then we'll come back to that one, okay? Imad.
Okay. Hi, Martin. How are you?
Not too bad, yeah? So, Imad, how is it there today in Egypt?
Today is very good. It's just about 9 a.m., but the weather is very clean and, fresh
Did you say
breeze.
5 a.m.?
No, 9.
I was
9.
going to say, I didn't think it was
Yeah.
that far away, but yeah, 5 a.m., it would be too early. I'm just checking the temperature here. It's 0 degrees. 0 degrees. Lovely.
Wow.
Yeah, not. Okay, so Dimitri is, we spoke. Please, Dimitri, what's the temperature in Russia, yeah? So, can you compete with this?
The temperature in Russia, it's not very cool. 0 degrees centigrade actually now.
The
This
same,
week.
yeah? So,
It is a very clear and sunny day today.
so it's clear, but cold, but clear and sunny, yeah? It's better than cold and cloudy, what it is here, yeah? So that's good. For those who don't know, I'm living in East Germany at the moment, yeah? So from the UK, from the south, but I'm living in East Germany at the moment. Okay, Andrew, yeah, so you're in the east, so you're on the opposite side to Dimitri. What's it like there?
It's overcast today, but it's getting warm, yeah.
Okay, so temperature?
It's about 0 degrees.
About the same, yeah. So it's quite consistent across Europe and stuff. Okay, guys, we need to do a vote because we were talking about an article in the last session. This session was going to be like a free discussion kind of thing. I had some questions to ask, but I'm not sure. What did the people in the last session think about the last session? Would you like to continue talking about it a little bit, or would you like to move on? So first, I'll ask the old people. Then we'll explain what we talked about. If they like it, then we'll ask the new people as well. So, who was there? Farhad, were you there?
Yeah.
What do you want? Yes or no? Yes. So, would you like to learn more about the old topic, the last topic? Or would you like to change the topic?
What was
Teacher, I was not there. I just come there for a minute, maybe two, but then the time was going at daytime, maybe 5 or 6 minutes left, so I just leave your last class because
Right.
I have just come to your class, your last class very late. So.
But we are democratic, Farhad, and that means everyone gets to vote. Yeah. So, would you say yes or no? Or and maybe if you didn't hear much about it, don't worry so much. Okay, but we'll ask Vincenzo. Do you want to learn more about the scandalous?
What was the last topic?
We're talking about the garden, yeah? So you're putting the money in the garden. Do you want to learn about the corrupt politicians and the corrupt business people?
Oh, okay. It was you. Okay. I prefer to move to change the topic of the last lesson.
Let's change it.
To another topic.
Teacher,
Raphael, do you agree? Should we change?
No, teacher. I think that this topic is good.
Okay, we'll do a vote though. We'll do a vote to make sure. Then we'll ask Raphael. What would you like? Would you like to change?
Yes, I'd prefer change.
Okay. In that case, though I've asked the old people, let's change, yeah, and we can do that in another session, Farhad, yeah, if you like.
Okay.
So in that case, let's change. It's going to be a speaking-based session, yeah. So I'm going to ask you some questions which require you to think and to be able to express yourself. I don't know if anyone's been in these types of sessions before, but they're quite, not so normal questions, I would say. But the first question I'm going to ask is quite general. So, Vincenzo, if you had the power, which 3 things would you change about the world?
Oh, that's a very, very interesting question. So
have a think. The others, I'll ask you this as well. Yes, have a think while Vincenzo's speaking.
Well, let me think a little about it.
We can come back. Yeah, so we can come back.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Do you? Okay. So the first thing that I would change, but I'm not a politic man. I would change the kind of make policy. Okay, the first thing.
Okay.
Because I think that there is a difference between someone who thinks for himself and the people who think for everyone. So I would like to, for example, in Italy there is a great movement, I think, that is 5 Stelle, 5 stars. You know, I don't know if you have heard about it.
5 stars. What is it?
5 stars. Yes, it's a movement that try to give the opportunity to each person to express his idea by internet. It's a kind of direct democracy, you know,
Yeah.
when you can participate to all the problems and give your opinion. So at the end they can summarize the results.
Okay.
And so it's a very big, this has obtained a third of the votes in the elections in Italy. This is the third party now. I would increase this. This is the first thing.
So every country should have this kind of ability to say their opinion, to let everyone know. Yeah.
By internet.
On the internet. Anonymously, yeah. So anonymously. Do you remember this word?
We can say, so e-democracy, a type of e-democracy.
E-democracy. That's cool. That's a cool term. E-democracy. That's
Yes,
a new word.
I like it very, very much. I like it very much. I would increase this kind of make policy. This kind of make policy, because I don't think that there is a real democracy in. Also, if they speak that there is a democracy in Italy, or I think also in other countries, you know, because the representative, the people representative does not represent very well. In fact, that doesn't represent really the people, other people. They are using to make their interests. Okay.
So you would say, basically, to summarize, you would say democracy. You would increase democracy in most countries using the internet. Yeah. So that's the first point. Anything else?
Yes. I think there is a problem about old person, because they are not used to use computers or something like that.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, so is it really democracy if not everyone can do it? Yeah, so if you've got the techie guys doing it, but
you have to improve in teaching computers also to old people, in order to obtain this.
So increase. So 2 points: increase e-democracy, but first make everyone aware of computers, educate them how to use them.
Yes.
So 2 things.
Yes, it is. Yes.
What about the last thing? Pasta for all. Yeah, pasta for all.
Oh, what did you say?
Pasta for all. Yeah, so everyone can eat pasta. Food.
Pasta.
But al dente. Yeah, so you would say. I would say if I was Italian, that all the foreigners must eat al dente pasta.
Where are you from? Excuse me. Are you used to make pasta al dente?
No, we don't. We make it really soft.
Yeah, why don't you like pasta? It's very. I can't imagine that you are going to eat pasta that there is not al dente.
We like to cook our food, yeah. We don't like to eat it raw. We like to cook our food. No, okay, Vincenzo. Yeah, so it's true, yeah. So if you go even to an Italian restaurant, it's soft.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. This second part, I think. No, because I would like. I don't want to be like a communist, you know, a communist. This is the problem, because if all persons are equal and they don't have how do you say, a matter, then have a goal to achieve, they can become passive. you know.
And nothing would change the world, yeah? No, there'll be no innovation, yeah? If everyone's the same, there'll be no
this is what happened in Russia, I think, when this movement, how can I say, this idealistic movement, the communism has fallen, you know? Perhaps we now we have a problem with our capitalism, no?
Okay.
Our capitalism.
So 3 points. You would say
yes,
e-democracy.
E-democracy.
Educate everyone to use computers. But what's your view? Would you say capitalism or communism?
Person to have another thing is to have free access to internet for everyone.
Yeah, so free Wi-Fi. They're talking about this at the moment, yeah? So as in everyone doesn't have to pay for the internet, they can use the devices on the street without having to pay for it, yeah? So that would be interesting. So linking to technology, that's interesting. Let's go to then the opposite end. Andrew, 3 things you would change.
Okay. The question is, yeah, if I were omnipotent, yeah, what would I do, yeah?
Change about the world, yeah? 3 things you'd change about the world.
First, I would reduce poverty by developing the support system. And the second...
Where does the money come from?
Where?
So how would you do this? How would you do this?
Yeah, but that's another question. Okay, and secondly, I would go away with visa system.
Yes, that's one thing I would say. Yeah, because it's tricky. It stops a lot of people from moving.
Yeah, and I suppose it would be a great springboard for people to travel around the world. And the third one, I would stop any military operation in the world.
Okay, as in, yeah, okay, so stop. If we had the magic wand, yeah, so get rid of visas, allow everyone the freedom. For example, like the EU, as in people in Europe can travel around, yeah, but like that, in essence, but just from the visa point of view, you would then, sorry, what was it? So stop military operations. How would this work? So would you make it illegal, or would you just, how would you enforce this, yeah? So hypothetically, how would you enforce this?
Hypothetically?
Difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult too. It's complicated, man.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. Okay, so get rid of visas. So what's your other point? So get rid of visas, stop war, and the final one.
And I would reduce poverty by developing the support system.
Social system and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's go to the other end again. Server, what would you say? 3 things.
Yes, I think the first we should focus on problems to see our solutions. I think our first problem maybe can be like inequality around the world. Some countries some people in some countries are hungry. Some people are because of like colonization or something. So actually, I would like to give them the same opportunities by maybe like creating like international force. I would forbid like colonization, this type of things. So these people I would avoid by this, like from starving, because we see on TVs people are starving or something.
So inequality, yeah. So it shouldn't be about the country you're born in. It should be about where you're going in the future, yeah. So you would say basically try to make things more equal, yeah. So take some wealth from some countries and inject them into other countries and stuff, yeah. So to balance it out a little bit. Okay, so that would be a point. Another point.
Another point is like environmental problems. We have environmental problems. I would like, for example, maybe I would want people to do like to plant trees like as a tax, like, to create more greener world, so it would be useful. And last point would be forbidding harmful things like cigarette, producing, selling it, can be alcohol, drugs, basically.
So ban it, yeah. So ban these things, yeah. So
yes.
Okay, that's interesting. What do you say, Dimitri? 3 things.
If I had power, I'm going to do particularly 3 different things. First of all, I would like to improve the education system all over the world, because the current education system was created in the agrarian part of the history of mankind, and now it's absolutely obsolete. The world has changed, dramatically changed, but the education system is still there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Secondly, I would like to ban the cigarette, alcohol, and the drug, of course, let alone the drugs, on the public places. And I would like third one. I would like to I don't know, maybe something else. Thirdly, I would like a cup of tea.
Yeah, a cup of tea. Yeah, so free tea for everyone. Yeah, so free tea for everyone. That sounds good. Okay, so yeah, that's quite interesting about the education system. Yeah, it's true. I've read something about it. Like the old model, it just doesn't work. Yeah, you just have a group of people of the same age group with one teacher at the front. Yes, so they're saying it's a bit outdated. How would you see it changing in the future, Dimitri? Yeah, so for example, does it have to be with people of the same age group? Yeah, so do you think? Yeah, or that's one criticism I read in a newspaper recently. They're saying, well, why should it be about age? It should be about ability. Yeah. So, what do you change? How would you change it, Dimitri?
What about? I'm sorry, I haven't thought of
education system. Yeah. So,
system.
How would you see it?
I would like to. No, I wouldn't like. I want to people, the professional teachers, come to the education system, to the government, the Ministry of Education of all the country. Not people who have a PhD and something like this. It's so boring. But people who really try to do something. For example, I know the men and women who start the distant education for people who in prisons, who couldn't go to their classes because of the lack of physical abilities, disabled people. You know.
Yep.
And I think if such people, the real practices, come to the government and start acting, I think the education system will be improved, dramatically improved. The less paperwork, more teaching people.
Yeah, so less bureaucracy. Yeah, so get rid of bureaucracy for no one. Yeah, so that's a good one. Maybe I'd say that as well, and that links also to what Andrew was saying about the visas. Yeah, so a lot of it is bureaucracy, and they're talking about this in the UK at the moment. They're talking about China. We get a lot of Chinese tourists, but it's still difficult for Chinese people to come to the UK. They're saying, well, actually, the average Chinese person, when they come to London, the average spends £1,600, which is like €2,000, in the shops, and because they buy luxury items, yeah, that we don't buy. So they're saying actually it's stupid that we make it difficult for people to come because they're going to other countries which are easier to travel to. Like I think any country in the Schengen zone, I don't know how it's called, in Europe is easier to get a visa than the UK, for example. So they're talking about changing that actually, yeah. So linking to what Andrew said, but we'll see, yeah. Time will tell. Emad, what would you say?
If I have to choose 3 things, the first thing is I would like to have non-biased media or news channels where should be global and unbiased, independent, and working under the United Nations, for example. And in this case, that would be a very good trusted resource for information makers and sometimes to solve problems. because it will reveal the facts for everyone over the world, what's happening in every moment and always and in every place, without considering the governments or to take subjective ideas instead of objective. Yeah. The second thing is I'll cancel the veto right for the in the Security Council, because it just makes the Security Council paralyzed. Because I see that in the last 3 years, or let's say, to be honest, in the last 10 years, you can see that Security Council have done nothing with international conflicts, and it's just getting worse and worse because the international community have nothing, just paralyzed. Some countries, 5 countries, have the power to cancel anything, let's say any decision. If they want to take action against some countries that have, let's say, aggressive intentions or bad intentions, the Security Council can be paralyzed because of some support from one of those 5 countries. Yeah. And the last thing, the last thing that I think it's the most difficult thing is to give independency for every country to choose if she wants, if any country wants to use her resources, or to let's say if you have oil or you have anything in your country, you have the right to use your natural resources and to manage it without considering any or canceling any other countries or any governments. So yeah.
Excuse me, Martin. Martin,
Yes,
can I say
please.
something?
Yes, please.
Yes, I must. The fact is that I must go now. I have to go now because I have to take my daughter to a course. So I hope to see you again in another class.
Take care, Vincenzo. Good to speak to you.
I'm very sorry to leave you. Okay.
No problem at all, Vincenzo. We won't take it personally, yeah? We won't take it personally, but take care and yeah, enjoy the time with your daughter and stuff. Take care.
Okay. See you later.
Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Okay, so yeah, that's so Imad, you would say basically every country has the right to be independent if they want to, yeah? So it shouldn't be that there's one country that's saying you are ours.
Yeah, when it comes to the internet, the natural resources, in these terms, I would like to see every country have the right. Let's say every nation have the right to choose. She wants to control her own resources. What kind of control that, and how, and they would choose everything but they own.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, so everyone should have the choice, yeah, and freedom stuff. Andrew, I'll answer your question in a minute. We'll just ask the rest. But Farhad, what would you do?
Yeah. First of all, when I have a power, so I will change the life. I will improve the quality of life of the poor people, because you can see not all over the world, but there are many countries like South Africa and Pakistan, and there are so many countries in the world, and which the government and just public people are busy and exploitation of these people. So I think that I will improve the people, because the poor people work harder than that of the rich people, and then they didn't get and they does not get high quality of education, and the poor people, the poor person child has no they have no facility available, and then for that I will stop the NASA and remove the corruption from the world. So this will be helpful for improving the quality of life, because if you see to the Africa, so there are a lot of resources there present there in the South Africa, the diamond mines and the gold mine, but still, although I have seen a lot of movie on that their leaders are political leader are their life is so just a luxury. They spend quite because the corruption create them like this kind of situation there in some poor country and backward country. And then after the another one, I will like to change. It's I will minimize the industrialization system because it's creating a serious problem for the people of the world. As the depletion of the layer of ozone is thinning with the passage of time, because human are the great enemy of the environment. It is adding such kind of very dangerous thing to the atmosphere. That's why we human are busy and destroying ourselves by because carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide, these kind of gases are every day due to the industries evolve this gas, and they go upper, and the reaction takes place, and the ozone layer is in thinning, and so that's why the harmful radiation are coming to the earth because when the filter is removed, so all the harmful, and so because dangerous kind of diseases like cancer, skin cancer, and these kind of thing are increasing. Many cases are coming every day, and so it is increasing. So I will minimize this industry so that in order to get right.
Kind of thing that would say, okay, this person maybe restrict how much they can emit, yeah, how much fuel they can emit and things like that, yeah. So you mainly the environment and things like this, yeah. So and quality. And the last thing, sorry, Farhad, you said
and the third one I would like to come on the education because this is a very education. I want to not only the rich and I'm talking about Pakistan. So in Pakistan, the poor person child study in some classes, but their admission is when they in the upper, when they go to the college or university, so their fees structure are so high that he leave the education. So I would
free education maybe,
yeah, free education free of cost.
Okay, yes. So it's not just that you're saying, okay, he's got money, he should be educated. So it's not that money goes to money. If you've got money to begin with, you're always going to have money for the rest of your life. Everyone should be born with an equal chance, and it's up to you if you make it or not. Yeah. So you're saying that's quite interesting thought. Gizem.
Okay.
Have you? Can you hear us? Gizem. Okay, we can't hear you just yet. Just check your microphone settings. We'll come back to you. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can't hear. I'll just share my screen so you can see. I don't know if your microphone's muted or not. Yeah, you said you can't speak. I don't know if that's a tech problem or something, but we'll come back to you. Kara, what do you say?
For me, first of all, I would help the Africa countries. I think this point mentioned by some members here, but I think it's very important one. They don't have education, health. They have a battle on big challenge every day with their life. So I will not just help them. I would change their countries to a rich life, maybe they enjoy with some years left from their life. I think more of the other countries, maybe the European and the rich countries, don't help them as a big benefit. So for me, it's very near for my thinking.
Okay. Yes.
The second one, the second one, I would take out our government out of my country because they don't respect us and stealing a lot of money from Iraqi people. So that's maybe they don't deserve their places. The third one, I would yes, as I told you in the last class. The third one, I would kill and remove all the snakes from the earth. I allow them and I'm frightened of them.
The snakes, yeah?
Yes.
Get rid of all the snakes. I thought you meant the people, yeah, but you meant actually really the snakes, yeah, not the snakes. Okay, Mahmoud.
Yeah. The three things I would like to change if I'm omnipotent for some reason. The first thing I'd like to do, I'd like to change about the world is creating a unified education system throughout the world that is equal, that provides opportunity to every citizen of not a country but every citizen of the world to have same qualifications in either in they have the choice of receiving the education in their own country or traveling to some other country, but the education system, the quality and the contents and the inculcating the latest research and quality of education, it will be provided to every citizen of the world, and without any discrimination that whatever their background is, whatever they were earlier used to, but it doesn't matter. Education system would be unified all over the country, all over the world, sorry. Second thing I like to change about the world is creating an accountability system of world, like it's International Criminal Court, but it would be sort of that, but it would be different in a way that it will make accountable what the leaders, the countries, any organization, anyone in the world who has done, who is doing, or did in the past injustice to a person or a country or a nation or anyone else. So it would not be like you can do anything and you can get away with it. No, it would not be anymore. It would not happen anymore. So this accountability system will punish those who had power and they misuse their power, but they get away with their punishment because they had the power and nobody dare to challenge them or dare to hold them accountable. So I would like to make this accountability system. If anyone, even a person who has some grievances against someone, he can go to that accountability system. Whether a person in Africa is having grievances against a person or a leader or even the president, he isn't happy with the president of some other country who is making policy.
Yeah, what have you done? Everyone should be answerable to certain questions. What have you done? Why have you done it? Yeah, I mean, everyone should be accountable.
Yes, and the third thing I would like to change about the world is creating, or you may say, I'm not very keen into redefining the structure of United Nations, particularly the security nations. Somebody else also talked about this, but I would like to totally revamp a new world body that's in which every country has a say, and it's not just limited to the Germany of the superpowers that have got the major resources or the major technological they have the major technological advancements, and it's not like that. They are ruling the whole country, making policies or deciding about their fate. So it would be a world body that will unanimously decide things, and it's the decision of that body will be mandatory to be followed by all countries. It would not be just suggestions or advices or some just important resolutions, but this body will be important enough to implement the decisions. Either it's against a stronger country, even a superpower. It doesn't matter. If you are to be part of that body, you must abide by and implement those resolutions or the unanimous decisions that are passed in the world body. So these things I would like to change about the world.
Okay, so it's interesting, yes. So it links. A common thing I'm noticing is about education. Yeah, so lots of people are saying about this. Yeah, so make education fair and stuff. But Mo, you've just joined us. We'll come back to you. So you can. I'll give it time to load things. Raphael, what do you say?
Oh, I just took a note of some points. I'll read it.
Okay.
First, I'd put in charge harder punishment to the corrupt politicians, because I think that the corruption caused the continuation of the poverty and hunger.
Yeah.
Second, I'd ban theocracy, because it's that kind of government that oppresses the human rights. No one deserves to be treated like shit.
Sorry? What democracy?
Theocracy. Theocracy.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me see. No one deserves to be treated like shit just because you born women or gay in the wrong country.
Okay, so everyone should have equal rights.
Yes. And 3, I'd make education accessible for everyone, because it's the only thing that can change the status quo. And be sure that everyone will never forget the atrocities of the totalitarian governments like Nazism.
Okay, and what do you think of the idea? Yeah, it's about equal. Yeah, so there is. Okay, what I thought about this idea the other day, and I'm not sure if it would work, and it wouldn't work because it would stall a lot of maybe development that's already happening. But what happens, for example, if we took every single bit of money and we basically made everyone in the world completely equal, and we gave each person in the world $1,000. Yeah, and we just said to them, right, you have to do something with that money, and you have to build your life up from this money. Everyone in the world had the same amount of money to start from scratch. There wasn't a system like a political system. There wasn't anything like this. There wouldn't be anything like this. It's just basically you have to start with this $1,000, and then you have equal rights to everyone, and it's up to you to decide what you do with it, and try and start the system again. Yeah. So there's not inequality. So it's not like if you're born in America, you get a different chance from if you're born in somewhere else. Yeah. So what do you think about this idea? Could this work? I don't think it would work. It would be a nice idea, but I don't think it would work. Andrew, what do you like? Yeah. So what do you think? Oh, sorry, Servet, did I ask you? Sorry, did I miss you out on the last question, or did I ask you at the beginning? I think I asked you at the start.
At the start, the first phase.
Yeah, you asked.
I did. Yeah, I did. I was just double checking. Okay, so Andrew, what do you say? Do you think everyone in the world we should start the whole system again, and basically start everyone off from scratch? So there's not an equality, but under the same system, yeah. Because, for example, lots of politics has changed. For example, countries were under a different system before. Now they're under a different system. Do you think we basically make everyone have the same system in the world, and we give each other the same money, and they've got to start something? What do you think?
No, it's a good question, but I suppose to do it in reality, it's impossible. Because, for example, rich people, they won't agree to share their money, or how make it in reality. It's complicated.
But about the idea,
I suppose it's impossible. In general, it's impossible.
It wouldn't work, yeah. So it wouldn't work, and it would cause controversy. But generally, the principle of everyone starting from scratch, do you think that's a good idea? Do you think, for example, there is inequality? Yeah, depending on, for example, like Raphael said, yeah, where you come from or whatever. Yeah. So, do you think there is inequality in the country you're born in? As in, not you, but the country you're born in decides how fair it is. Do you think?
Yeah, I've understood your question much, but I really have no idea what.
Guys, have a think about this. This is a difficult one, yeah? So if we made, for example, no country have more privileges than another country, would this make for a fairer society in the future? So, Dimitri, what do you say? Dimitri? I can't hear you, it's muted, I think.
I'm sorry. Well, in my... I'm sorry. In my opinion, they're given to everybody the equal sum for about $1,000 wouldn't work, because about only 1 or 2 persons of people know how to master money, and if the money will be spread all around the world. They will be very soon collected again in the hand of rich people because they know how to do it. They know how to collect money, how to master money, and everybody else just go to the shop and buy some new TV, new videos, and maybe new some luxury rings, gold rings, and something like this. We should give them their knowledge first of all, how to master money, how to get rich, how to stop to be the poor people, and after all, after that, there will be the small chance to improve the situation with the poverty in this world.
Okay, so basically you're saying don't just give them the money because they're people that know how to deal with money, people who don't. Give them the education. So, okay, what if we said this then? So everyone in the world can have $1,000 plus everyone has the same training and everyone knows, gets the same training about money management, yeah? So would this work then, Dimitri?
Maybe, but...
then the fittest survive, yeah? So,
but
like
we should say about, I'm sorry, but we should say about their special abilities. Some people have some abilities of master money, the special construction of brain maybe in order to master money. But some people else don't have it. So I think it's impossible to create the ideal world when everybody are equally rich or equally poor, maybe equally happy. There all the time will be people who are poor, who are rich, who are happy or not happy, and I think this is a system we couldn't change at all.
Okay, it's interesting. Servet, what do you say? Yeah, so do you think it should stay how it is, or do you think, yeah, what do you think about what we've just discussed?
I think it's not realistic. It's impossible to do this, even though we start everything from scratch. We give everybody equal. We give them the same money. After maybe 10 years, maybe some people will be more successful, will gain more money. Then again, we will have a second.
Would that be fairer, though? For example, being born in so a country, for example, in Africa, where they probably have the ability, but because of the system, they can't demonstrate that ability, maybe, yeah? So I'm not saying, of course, in 10 years' time it will change, and of course there will be rich people developing, but do you think it will be fairer, giving everyone the fair opportunity at the beginning, so they can choose, they can make the choices, rather than just be saying, okay, I'm born in this country, that means I'm that, yeah? I can't do that, or I can do that because I'm born in that country, yeah? So that's the idea. Of course, they will develop rich people, poor people and stuff, but would it be a fair start, yeah, to give everyone the first equal start?
I think we should give them the first equal start, but this is the government's job. It's not like something you can do like internationally. This is the government, like education. If government made education free, completely free, and make the same quality schools in all areas, it would be fair. And if you are really a dedicated student, if you want to be successful in the schools, you will have a chance to improve yourself and be richer, be wealthier.
So give free education, yeah? Not like 9,000 quid as it is in the UK, yeah? So it's very expensive. So free education, and that would give everyone the equal chance. Okay, that's interesting, yeah? So Raphael, what do you say to this?
Oh, we already have an example that looks like yours. Cuba. In Cuba.
Oh yeah.
In socialism, but I think that doesn't work very well. I don't know. It's human nature. We can reduce but not terminate inequalities. I don't know.
So inequality is just natural, yeah? So we should just accept it.
No, we cannot accept it, but we can fight against this. But I think that is impossible. Ban forever. This, you know.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, yeah. So what about, for example, in that case, we're talking about the like, okay, if you're born in one country, then that you shouldn't be disadvantaged or advantaged. Everyone should have the equal rights in the world. But do you think that's just related to politics or something else? Because, for example, like someone said about in some African countries, there's a problem with corruption and the politicians taking all the money, which means that the normal citizens don't have the opportunity to get access to a portion of that money. Yeah, if it's taken by an elite. Yeah. So, what do you say about this, Raphael? So, do you think there is inequality? People have different chances depending on the country they're born in.
This difference between the countries, this came from at least 3 centuries when the colonization is starting.
Yeah.
So the United States always have the let me see here the word. The United States always have the paper oppressor, and you know the countries of the South America always have the ones that the United States came here, take the feedstock, and then they left to United States, and in a way that explores the countries. You understand?
Yeah. The thing is, it's a bit like, yeah. So the colonization creates inequality.
Yes. This cause this being cause this thing that's inequalization.
That's what I was saying. For example, the UK, probably you've heard of the British Empire, yeah? And the fact of the matter is that the money in the UK is really, really old money that has been got morally or unmorally, we won't go there, over several years. And why, for example, should a country like the UK, who has this money from years and years and years of colonization, things like this, and other matters, have different opportunities to one of the countries maybe that are colonized, you know? Is that fair? And that's what I'm saying. Should we all start at the beginning? Yeah. So this is a controversial topic. Let's talk about it a little bit. But Mehmood, what do you say about this?
About the countries that colonize other countries?
Yeah. So is it fair, for example? Yeah. What would you say to this? What we've just discussed?
I don't think it's fair. That's why I refer to a system, accountability system, in which I said that everyone who is doing or has done something wrong to a country or a person would be made accountable. So I was like indirectly referring to that colonization aspect. So it isn't fair, and the countries who did colonize other countries in the past must be made accountable, and the resources they've taken illegally or just taken out of the colonized countries should be brought back to the original countries by that body or that system.
Okay, yeah. So you think that the way to do that is basically source where the money came from and give it back to where it came from, yeah? So.
Yes.
Okay, it's interesting. Kara, what do you say?
For me, I disagree with the idea of equal by giving the same money for each people, because at the system you will call the enthusiasm and the energy, the power of any person. Life is like a racing. There is a loser and a winner. So you on all the sides of the society you can't give the equal chance for each people, but you has already the equal chance when you're born. After that there is a racing.
Okay, and that's the thing. And to be honest, I think the world is a more exciting place when there's competition, because I mean, for example, even within countries, you have to get, if you want to go to Oxford University in the UK, you've got to compete, you've got to do better, yeah? So I think competition always exists, and it kind of makes things better, maybe, yeah? So if people are competing, they're working hard to get to their goal, and maybe, yeah, so what Kara's saying, it's a race, yeah? So it can be exciting. maybe it could be boring. If we're all born equal, we're a bit lazy. We're like, oh yeah, just get through life. But maybe it gives this kind of energy, this kind of buzz among the people, this kind of zest. You know, maybe that could be so. But Farhad, what would you say?
In my opinion, is this one of our friend has told that life is just like a race. One is a loser and the other is a winner. So I think that I saw a post on Facebook that Bill Gates said that when you born poor, so this is not your sin, this is not your guilt. But when you die poor, so this is your sin, this is your responsibility that you die poor. So it's mean that a person can change his fortune by himself, because it is a famous proverb. Man is a builder of his fortune, I think so. But I think that everyone should struggle hard in every period of in every walk of life. They want to achieve himself as a best, so they can show himself best. If someone want to earn the money, so there are a lot of way to earn the money. So there, but basically a struggle is necessary for everything. If a person want to be, So I think that
there's opportunity in every situation. Yes, even if you come from, I don't know, if you live in the poorest area of a town or something, there's opportunity there. I don't know, to start selling something, yeah, and start making something, or start. So you're saying that there could be opportunities. This struggle is necessary so that people find opportunities themselves, be it in education, be it in starting a business or something, maybe. Yeah. So Andrew just put a comment. I'll ask Emad first, then we'll go back to Andrew's comment. So Emad, what would you say to this?
Yeah, I think when it comes with equality between nations and between all of the world, I think it's not practical, because we have differences. We have differences related to our history, our roots, and every nation has its own way of living, and they have their own way of thinking. They care about something, and they need something. So every one of us have his own needs and his own dreams, and we are all working on something. So in some cases, if you gave money for someone, you may help them. In the other cases, you may destroy his life or just end.
Because everyone's got a plan, you're saying, yeah?
Everyone have his own plans, and he needs something. And looking for, chasing something, or pursuing something. Yeah, maybe you have something in common between everyone, between some people, and those people will go along with each other and will form what we name a nation or a country. This country have right now, everyone in every country, in every place you are living on the history of the achievements of your ancestors. So you have the right to live like that. No one can take your liberty or your right to live in UK. Your ancestors work for your future, and this is what you are living right now. Is you could be thankful for him, and you appreciate what they did for you as a good thing. But they always have bad. It's not everything about your ancestors. Not about me, for example. We all have something bad in our history that causes us to live with, in some cases, to live with shame. So money is not always a solution. Sometimes we have thoughts, we have ethics, we have religions, we have differences. I can't see anything power enough in common and power enough to have it as a solution to unify the opportunity for everyone in the to live under the same condition. If you said democracy is not always a solution. If you said liberty is not always a solution. Independency is not always a solution. So it's very complicated.
Okay, so it's a complicated issue, yeah. Especially like if you look at the ethics, yeah. So of colonization, things like that. Is it right? Is it okay? On the other hand, you know, yeah, it's a very complicated issue. But let's conclude there. We've finished. We've run out of time. But good to speak with some new faces. So Dimitri, very interesting speaking with you as well, and everyone else. So hopefully I can speak to you very, very soon, guys. And yeah, have a good day. Take care.
Okay.
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.